difficult to try not to go down that route. If everyone you know has got a boyfriend and you don't know anybody else who has a boyfriend, who doesn't have a boyfriend, then you're going to want a boyfriend as well.
Yes, definitely.
But, you know, as Christians, we're called to be different. We're called to not follow the crowd. And so that's what I teach my young people. I mean, I was at university, and at 19, when I looked around, I thought, I must be the only virgin here, because it seems like everybody else was actually having sex. I was thinking, there's something wrong with me, you know, that I'm not. And so that gave me even more of an excuse to say, wow, you know, even some of my Christian friends were actually having sex. I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe then it's okay. But now having looked at the word, actually God doesn't change. You know, what he said in his word, you know, thousands of years ago still applies today. So why would I even think that it was okay? I mean, just because looking at the surroundings and hearing friends and watching TV and, you know, what I surrounded myself with at that time was actually the thing that impacted on my life, which led me to actually have.
All right.
So I always encourage my young people to feed yourself with the word. So, for instance, we've got a website, idonotconform.com, and from that, we've just started building it actually, but we want to put loads of resources on there to help young people actually not conform to this world. And we do things like parties. We've got a Valentine's praise party on the 13th of February, and it's just a party, but everything in there is gospel. There's no secular music, and it's all about Christians coming together and having fun. Yeah, you can have fun as a Christian. You can, you know, party as a Christian, and just trying to give young people the empower them actually to live how Christ wants. You know, it's really, really difficult.
Can I just ask you, Anita, is, you know, with the work that I do with young people in schools, that those that I find have the biggest challenge are Christian children. They are the ones that struggle the most, because those who aren't Christians, you know, there may be some issues in their homes regarding boundaries and things they can do and can't do. But, you know, Christian children I often find are the ones that come to me and say, you know, Miss, I'm struggling because my friends, you know, want me to go to this party, want me to go to this club, or, you know, they've got a boyfriend, why can't I have a boyfriend? You know, how do you actually relate to those children? Because the fact is that at the end of the day, they spend an awful lot of time at school. They spend an awful lot of time with those friends, and they are people that they have friendships with. And so they have a bigger struggle in many respects than those children who are not Christians. What would you say to those children?
Yeah, I mean, I know exactly what you mean. I've got a 13-year-old right now, and he's having exactly the same issues. You know, he wants to go to his friends' parties, and he wants to do this. Why can't I do this? And every time it comes up, we have the same discussion, and it's really hard. I'm not by any means saying this is going to be easy, but what I have to tell him is that you've made a decision. I haven't forced you to give your life to Christ, and I haven't forced you to choose this way of life. I've encouraged you, but I haven't forced you. So if you've chosen this way of life, this is how you live. It's like if you join a club or a brownies, or you join a tennis club or a gym club, there's certain rules for you to maintain your membership.
Right.
If you go out of those rules, then you can't be a member anymore. So at the end of the day, God gives us free choice, and even at a young age, you choose to follow Christ or you choose not to. It's up to you, and the choice is yours. All I'm trying to say is that give the young people the information that they need, so that they can choose. You know,
so it's an informed decision that they're making.
I'm sorry?
So it's an informed decision that they're making at the end of the day.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, my son could say, you know what, my mum's told me about God, my mum's told me about this and that, but actually I want to go to my friend's party, I want to live my life this way. And I'll be very, very sad, and in Jesus' name it won't happen, but, you know, if he decides to do that, then that is his choice, you know, and